First of all, a very good evening. Thank you so much for making it to the call today. We really appreciate your time and yeah, your openness to having this case study conversation. So, Dr. Marwa, without further ado, let's get started.
Yep.
So, would you mind introducing yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do in Aqua Liners?
Okay, so first, my name is Marwa Qudmani. I'm a dentist. I'm the commercial leader at Aqua Aligner. We are a Dubai-based aligner manufacturer. We focus on delivering clinically sound, aesthetically, and effective orthodontic solution to all the general dentists and orthodontists in the MENA region.
Perfect. Awesome. Thank you. So, Dr. Marwa, if I could dig into slightly a little bit about learning about your history or history of aqua liners in general. Before Smile Genius, what did, your entire workflow, intake workflow specifically, work like, right? From intake to dispatch, how were you managing the operations behind the scenes?
I mean, I cannot explain more as it was a chaos. It was a total chaos. It was a mix of emails, WhatsApp, Excel trackers, endless back and forth, messages between the team, between the back end and the dentists. So we were incredibly prone to delays and errors and a lot of mistakes.
Right. And that does sound like a lot of tasks, but what sort of tasks took a lot, took the longest time? If you were to kind of pinpoint and point at one thing.
Okay, so the hardest task was to chase missing orders. So our problem is that sometimes we used to receive orders through WhatsApp or message, and to convey that to the whole team, to operation or to production, it was by message. So it was very hard for us to track all those missing orders, and we really was incredibly facing a lot of delays.
Interesting. Okay. So then, when you adopted Smile Genius, what changed operationally? I mean, if that was kind of one of your biggest pain points.
Okay, the most important thing that we really benefited from Smile Genius, aside of what we were having in the past, as I told you before, we were having like a form, website, cloud.
Hmm. Hmm.
It wasn't a lot of user friendly. Uh, but the most important part of Smile Genius for us was to centralize all those information in one cloud, one space, when all the team members from production, operation, planning, and sales as well, to be looking and searching in one place.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, that's good. So you kind of had this one view of the world of,
Like
of
all
the
of
entire operations essentially.
have an ID track, a name that we can search. So it made it easy for us to track.
It's fantastic. Did you see any sort of efficiency going up in terms of how many cases a single team member could handle? Like when it comes to like scaling within, Aqua, were there any additional efficiencies that Smile Genius provided in terms of, okay, I think I can do more or less with a headcount, with the same headcount?
Of course, I believe Centrix and Aqua Aligner is the best example for that. Especially, we are one of the startup companies for aligners. We don't have that much of headcount, so we had to give a lot of tasks to one person in particular. So I believe Smile Genius played a really huge role in making all the supply chain and organizing their charts and day-to-day actions for one single person will become very easy. Especially our supply chain is the same of the customer service. So we have
Yeah.
one team, let's say one person for both tasks.
Yeah, for internal and external coordination.
Yes,
Gotcha.
exactly.
Makes
So
sense.
both of them were under one roof, and
Hmm.
a really nice lady. She's handling both, and thank God we have it easy in one centralized portal for her.
Fantastic. And so, what were some of the day-to-day things that Smile Genius helped solve
Mm.
for this person while communicating, perhaps internally as well as externally?
Okay, the communication will really help for us to make sure that we at least can handle between 10 to 15 cases weekly.
Hmm.
So let's
Hmm.
say we can handle up to now, we can handle up to 40 cases efficiently, and the productivity really increased. Secondly, is that we always promise our customers to have a delivery, let's say 4 to 3 days delivery. So if we promise the customer, let's say if you approve today, you will get your delivery in 4 days. So can you imagine, for example,
Mm.
the doctor is just sending us on website or sending an email until we go and check his email by Monday, then there will be at least
Yeah.
48 hours delay. But by having
Yeah.
just to also to mention that Smile Genius has an app also as Aqua Aligner. So having this app in the pocket of the dentist let the dentist approve the case as early as possible, and that led, of course, for us to produce early and deliver earlier as well.
Fantastic, fantastic. Okay, that's great. Like, so there's been a lot of streamlining with the dentist part. That's what you're trying to say,
Yes.
while giving you that centralized sort of view. And has there been like any sort of direct cost or time savings that you've seen, since you've adopted Science Multis? Obviously, from a time saving perspective, you just answered that question.
Yes.
But in terms of cost, anything else apart from, perhaps the operational headcount that you were talking about, where you saw a spike in the number of cases that you could like
Operation,
handle.
yes, head count that one person can handle up to, let's say, 30 to 40 cases efficiently. And
Hmm.
also, I would also say that the productivity sometimes come with less reprinting, less mistakes. So when the doctor conveys
Right.
that they want something, okay, and we get it mistakenly by WhatsApp or email or cloud form, then we'll have to print and deliver. By having the exact information and filling the exact form with the let's say the right information from the doctor, mistakes are way less than we used to do. Reprinting is almost half now. So having the exact information from the doctor helped us to deliver a really high end product that has no problem.
Gotcha. Awesome. Awesome. And has it kind of made it easier for you to also track, because of this, because of, context being in one place, has it become easy to sort of track performance? Like, when you look at clinical sort of performance of, if the doctor is like, monitoring the patient remotely, or if you want to look at lab side performance, how has it impacted that side?
It's really, especially yesterday, I just used this specification yesterday, the dashboard.
Yeah.
We have
Yeah.
our last, from the lab part, a dashboard where we can see how many cases shipped, how many cases planned, a number of refinement, approval rate. And it's like all in one pager where we can look at all the information at a time. This that we never.
Yeah.
Second thing is that we started to monitor doctors, and we can monitor every doctor and the performance of each doctor by doing the filter. It's a really nice feature that I use religiously every day to check the performance of the clinics and doctors, which really helped
Yeah.
to maybe push one doctor from one another to do more, or ask a question why this doctor didn't, let's say, submit a case for almost a year, why this doctor is not, maybe we cannot retain this doctor, let's go and try to retain this doctor. This has helped us from a sales perspective. From the doctor
Wow.
perspective, which is the patient app. So the doctor, since he can access his app as a doctor app and can communicate directly with the patient and monitor his cases, that really helps with less refinement. هلا, to be honest with you, to answer you with numbers, you have to wait for me for another year, and I can get you an exact number of less refinement cases due the usage of these apps.
Awesome. No, fantastic. And because you specifically spoke about, I'm able to monitor, you're able to monitor doctors and their individual performances using filters on the dashboard. Um, how has it like sort of helped you with case conversion? Because you went back to the doctor who's probably not been placing any order with you. So how has that helped you with, of course, like re-engaging with that doctor? and then converting that, converting any case that they'll send you thereafter.
Exactly. So this is usually is the job of our customer success agent, where she can go
Hmm.
back and check with the production team of how many cases that were submitted but not approved yet. So
Right.
usually send us a list from Smile Genius that those are the doctors that haven't approved yet. They submitted, and then that will be distributed to the team where they can go and check with the doctor. Do you want to approve this case? What happened? Is the patient troubled? Do you want to approve it? Do you have any problem? Do you want to discuss the case with the clinical success? Do you want to have, anything from our side that we can help? Do you want a discount? So can you imagine this has opened a whole new conversation with the doctor?
Exactly.
What we know.
Wow. Yeah, yeah. Oh, no, that's a really good point. And then from a re-engagement perspective, like, what has your conversation been? Because especially if a doctor has not come back and placed a new order with you, maybe they were on a holiday, maybe they were busy doing some other services within their umbrella.
Mm.
How has that helped you to kind of reignite that conversation of, hey, you're still here, you can still do aligner cases with us.
Exactly. So this is part of the things that I have mentioned before. It was really a tool for us to re-engage the doctors, because as you know, aligners business is totally different from any other dental products business.
Yeah,
Here we are engaging with the doctor, and we have a really long partnership with him. So we have to always
yeah.
maintain an ongoing conversation where we can see where are the problems and mistakes to fix, and where we can improve ourselves, and also how to support the doctor, especially with the Smile Genius portal. There is a discount, so we can show him that we made the
Mm,
discount on his side, as let's say, the yes doctor, we have a 35% offer this month that you can manage to get, and it's can be reflected automatically by our team to the portal, and the doctor can see. So this is really an important tool for any aligner company to keep this long partnership with the doctor and
keep going. Yeah.
teach him more.
Interesting. No, it's a really good point. Thank you.
Mm.
And in terms of like, having used this Smile Genius, obviously it's white label to Aqua. It's like we've sort of helped you extend the current existing brand you already had. How do clinicians, and I don't know if it actually affects patients as well, but how do clinicians actually perceive your brand now because of so much digital, touch points that they have as well to talk to you?
Yeah, I believe having a portal to any aligner company is a turning point in their, let's say, timeline. So I believe having a portal where the doctors can put all the informations with two apps all along with this portal really helped us to move Aqua to the level of the multinational companies, where they are well known among the MENA region at least. And I must say that now we are also competing with very international companies. We are delivering to US, to UK, and very soon to Germany. So can you imagine leveling us next to very big brands in those areas where we have everything that they have, and we get the technology and also the prestigious manufacturing location, which is Dubai.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's really cool. Like yeah, for me, that's all what success looks like, right? Like that's really helping you grow into like an international community, which is
Exactly.
awesome. Awesome to see.
And
Great.
it's
Sorry?
totally another level.
Yeah, yeah. I can only imagine. That's awesome. So when it came to the onboarding process, when you adopted Smile Genius, how did that look like? Was it easy for your team to like pick up Smile Genius straight away? Um,
Yes, so it's really I can say it's a very user-friendly portal. It's just plug and play. You just sign in, and thank God it's optimized as per our requests. We are kind of a company where we have two options of onboarding doctors. We either send a form to them where they can load all their details, or we onboard manually where we add their email and they will receive, let's say, an invitation join Aqua. And I've tried it many times myself with many doctors, and they all really praise the user friendly portfolio, and it's easy to answer questions. Alongside adding patients for them. So, literally, we didn't need to have any onboarding or training, let's say, sessions with them. It was just naturally done.
Right. Awesome. Oh, that's really good. And did you get any sort of help, in terms of, say, some of the things that we offered was like, automated guides that came within the portal when, say, for example, once you've set up the doctor and you would have sent a treatment plan or something,
Mm.
and they have never used the portal to approve a case. So there were some things that, we had built within the portal that would give them automatic guidance as to where to click, what do they need to do, and so on. Did was there any feedback that was shared on that?
I mean, the feedback is very obvious because as I mentioned before, had to do a training to a doctor to use
Right,
portal,
right.
where that's an issue for many companies and many portals where there should be a session before the doctor is able to use the portal. He should have a
Mm,
clinical session where he can sit with someone
mhm.
about the portal. I can assure you, I didn't have a single training session with doctors. It's all easy to manage and easy to, sign in and add patient. Like we didn't do it. Just we leave it to the doctor.
That's really good because considering how hard it is to get doctors on board and get them to use the platform, this is a game changer
That
in a sense.
Yes, yes. So really, it's very easy. Just tuck, 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 add all the information and submit. So we didn't have to have any training session. That's an answer for me.
Gotcha. Okay, awesome. And have you seen any drop in sort of internal errors when, there were more mistakes being made internally within the team or some sort of delays that were causing? There's a lot of back and forth. Of course, I think you addressed on the part of back and forth where that reduced quite a lot and
Yes.
you were able to get approvals instantly on the portal.
Mhm.
But from an internal error perspective, was there anything that you had specifically?
Okay, هلا definitely in any team with any portal, usually we have hiccups in the operations where sometimes a case is not up, let's say, submitted quite well. So we had to go and discuss with the doctor and go back to the team. Why didn't you do this? Produce that. Uh, Thankfully, you guys were always online. So you were 24/7. So you help us in many things while onboarding or in the internal, let's say, conversations and internal operations. One of them just happened recently. We wanted to onboard one German doctor, and we had to change a little bit of the numbers of their phone number. So you were
Yeah.
very fast. The doctor immediately upload the case, and it's just was smoothly done. So I believe hiccups will happen, mistakes and delays will happen with any portal. The the thing that makes us a new special, guys, is the service.
Right. Fantastic. That's really heartwarming to kind of hear from one of our best clients. So in terms of the patients, like, obviously the doctors have been using it, and you've heard from doctors as well that, some of the patients are remotely monitoring their application. Have they seen any, I would say, improvement in terms of, okay, I'm able to better monitor my patients, or I'm able to have a faster communication channel with my patients because I didn't need to share my personal number with my patient or, just be answering them in business hours. Anything related to the patient side?
Yes, so I received many good feedbacks in regards to this patient app. One of them was the notification sent to the patient reminding them to change the aligners. So this has really helped the doctors not to tell their nurses to go and remind the patient about their aligners. So patients can selfishly try to monitor themselves. That really will impact the whole conversation between the patient and the doctor, because patient now know that he has the date of the changing of the aligners. He has to take
Hmm.
a photo and send it to the dentist. He can have a live conversation with the dentist. It's definitely will impact the overall, let's say, feedback on the overall refinement, let's say, cycle with the doctor.
Awesome. Great. And if you had to, like, probably shrink it down and then think of, what was that one, maybe not measurable outcome, maybe, it's something that we can perhaps touch upon next year in a more quantitative
Yeah.
manner, but qualitatively, if you were to look at, hey, this was like one big hero element of, Smile Genius, what would it be? Okay, it's a game changer.
My love, the app is
Okay.
for you guys. Let's be honest. I really loved your portal on the website, but Doctor's app is a totally different level. Especially like you can directly upload the photos while the patient is on the chair. All the doctors are using it. They're really enjoying it because they don't have to use the desktop. They don't have to use the laptop. They can stay home and approve, discuss, do everything from their app.
Fantastic. Okay. And I guess, just to kind of, I guess, step back for a second and think of, what does like a centralized platform enable you to do kind of in the future? Like, if you're looking at, okay, from spreadsheets, I moved on to, Smile Genius to essentially centralize my information, really drastically improve my communication levels with my doctor and the patient and give them much more, very which is competing enough with an Invisalign of sorts or other multinational companies. What does like how do you see Smile Genius sort of evolving with Aqua in terms of your growth? Like where do we see this going in the next couple of years or so?
I believe one of the things that I've also answered you before is that this will definitely help both of us to go outside this region. So we're no longer only looking at the MENA or GCC or any other place. We are looking way far beyond. Maybe we will get one doctor from Australia. Will they approve their case while they're in Australia and we are here in Dubai? So I believe having a portal for a startup company like us or you guys and centralize all the information and having the full trio patient app, doctor's app, and the website will definitely move both of us outside this region. We'll be maybe a unicorn.
Would love to be that. We'd love to be a part of that journey.
Yes.
Awesome.
So,
So it was really, really nice talking to you, Dr. Marwa. It was, we learned quite a lot along the way when we were working with you. And, we still are, we still have a great partnership going.
yes,
So, I really appreciate your time for taking, the time and effort to, answer all the questions
of
and help us
course.
with the case study.
Of course. I'm really happy to make it happen because I know we're both trying to do it for long. So thank God we did it. Yay.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
Cool.
it
Awesome.
was really nice talking to you. And inshallah, for more to do and to achieve together.
Absolutely. Likewise. Great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you so much.